bia is the mitzvah, then the second bia is the Eishasach.
He's his wife.
It's
his wife. The first bia makes him his wife. And he's ishto kachol davar. So if he gives her a get, he's allowed to be machzer grusata. We don't say, oh, the Isser Eishasach comes back. We learned that yesterday.
Right, okay.
So it's a full wife. Susie? Sue? Somebody on the door. So Belmonam and Anisun Kabbalah Pligi Loy Patra. If the Almona was an Almonam and Anisuin, everybody holds that the Bia would not pater her. Deina say doichlosa say vase. Because the assay of Yibum will not be doicha, the lot assay of Almona and the assay of Besuma. Keep pligi of Almona and Irusin, where there is a dechia. Mandamar Poteres, the one who says it paters the tzara asi assay v'doiches lois assay. Comes the assay of Yibum and is doicha the los assay of Almona. Umandamar eno Poteres, lo asi assay v'doiches los assay. We don't say that the assay is doicha because kaven the efshar b'chlitza, like Reish Lakish. He could have gone around to be Makayim both. The mitzvah of Yibum through chlitza, and he doesn't violate the law. More meisvei. The imbalu kanu. In all those Isser cases, if he did the Behila, he's coining her. So tiyufta regarding this issue of kiven the efshar b'chlitza. When do I say that you should try to be Makayim both? When you're doing a real mitzvah, the real mitzvah of Yibum is Yibum. Chlitza is not viewed as a real mitzvah when you should have done Yibum. Amarava. Remes l'shnius b'nator minai. Where do we see a hint that there are other prohibited relations that are rabbinic? Shenamar, kiet kol ha'toivot ha'el asu anshei ha'aretz. Ha'el koshois, these are the strong ervis. Mechlal de ikarakois, there are weak ones. Umayninu shnius, the rabbinic Yisurim.
But it's not on the whole.
So. I'm teaching here, please. Umay mashma da ha'el lishna de kashahu. Where do we see that ha'el is chomer? The chsives elei ha'aretz lakach. They took the strong people of the land. Lema pligid Rav Levi, dam Rav Levi, kasha oinshin shel nidois, yoiser ma'oinshin shel arayos. The punishment of having improper measures when you're a storekeeper, the punishment is worse than a rice. Shezeh nemer bahen eil, v'zeh nemer bahen eile. Eil kashav, eile kashav eil. So gabi a rice nami aksiv eile. By a rice it also says eile. More zahula me'ute midos mikoris. That's to say that midos, you don't get koris. So if you're going to tell me that a rice gets koris, midos don't, then what is the stringency of midos over erva? And for the Gmarhani Efshar B'tshuva, you commit a violation of erva. Well, it's easy to become a Baal Tshuva. You know you did something wrong. You become a Baal Tshuva. But if you're a storekeeper, you don't even know that your weights are not properly calibrated. You're cheating every person who comes in there. You don't even know who you cheated. Lo Efshar B'tshuva. Rav Yehuda Amar Me'acha. Rav Yehuda says that the source of Shnius Midrabanon is v'izen v'chiker tikein mishalim arbe. This is in Mishlei. Shlomo Melech Amar Lam Rav Elazar Kodim Shabbat Shlomo Isa Torah Doime L'Kfifo Shein Lo Oznayim. Before Shlomo Melech, the Torah was like a cup without a handle. Ad Shabbat Shlomo Vas Lo Oznayim. Rashi Amar Me'acha Pra'eu al Tavor Bo Shtei Me'alav Avor. That means stay away from Aveira. Amar Rav Ashi. Person is protecting an orchard. He stands outside, kulo mishtamer. The whole orchard is protected. Mishtamer mibifnim, if he's inside, shalafon of mishtamer, that which is in front of him is watched. Shalaf ravein mishtamer. However, Hadra Vashi Bedusihi, it's not correct. At least what's in front of him is watched. Hacha, Ilav Shnias, if it wasn't for rabbinic prohibition, Poga Be'er V'gufa, you would have relations with the Erev itself. Rav Kana Marmei Hacha, Ushmartem es Mishmarti, put a gate around my mishmar. Asu Mishmeres le Mishmarti. That's Shnias. Armalei Abayla Rav Yosef. Hadaraisihi. So then it makes the Shnias Daraisa. No, Daraiso Pirshu Rabbanon. The Rabbanon told us what the prohibitions are. The Chachamim explained all the Torah. Elamid Rabbanon ukras machta. It's just an asmachta. It's a pasuk that gives a source for it. Torah Rabbanon Mayin Shnias. Aim Imo, grandmother, from your mother's side. Aim Aviv, grandmother from your father's side. Eishes Avi Aviv, the wife of your grandfather. The Eishes Avi Imo, the wife of your grandfather from your mother's side. The Eishes Ache Av Min Ha'em. If the brothers, if the father has brothers from the same mother, and that wife, that would be a shnia. Veishes Ache Ha'em Min Ha'av. The same thing. The wife of your uncle, right? The brother of the mother who have it from the same father. The Kalas Benoi, the daughter-in-law of your son. The Kalas Bita, the daughter-in-law of your daughter. Umuter Adam Be'eshes Chamiv. Person can marry the wife of his father-in-law. Uve'eshes Chorgo. Chorgo is a stepbrother. I'm sorry, stepson. Eshes Chorgo, the wife of his stepson. V'asr b'vas Chorgo. You cannot live with this daughter of your stepson. The Chorgo, his stepson, mutter be'ishto bito. Stepson is allowed to marry the stepfather's wife and the stepfather's daughter. The Eishes Chorgo Omereslo, the wife of his stepson can say to the father, Ani muteres lecha, I'm permitted to you. However, biti asur lecha, but my daughter is prohibited. Period. Freitimor bas Chorgo deraisahi. Dichsiv as bas bina, as bas bita. So mishum de kavi lemis the seifa Eishes Chorgo Omereslo, because we talked in the seifa about this strange case of the wife of the stepson saying to the father, I'm permitted to you, but my daughter is prohibited to you. And even though my daughter is also midaraisa, the Chacham did make example. Nami bas chorgo. So that's why the Reisha listed bas chorgo. So why didn't they say that the wife of the father-in-law can also say, I'm permitted to you, but my daughter is also. That turns out to be the person's wife's sister. So because that psikali, that can go away. On the death of a person's wife, you can marry your sister. But halo psikali, the other issue never goes away. There are 4 women that the prohibition only is by them, it doesn't continue generations. Naked Rabbi Yodei Tlas. Eishes Achem Min Ha'av. Eishes Acheav Min Ha'em. Kaloso. Was the Iri Moisef of Eishes Avi Imo. These are only prohibited and the children not. On Rav Nachman Bar Yitzchak the Simonach the Eloi de Rav. Anything above Rav are prohibited. Now, Rav, my time why didn't Rav consider that other case? Because it is confused with the wife of a person's grandfather. The iri lahasam shchiach vazel. It's shchiach. Lahachalo shchiach vazel kalasa. Okay. This will finish tomorrow because many people have joined regarding the tzurba. So we'll pick up our daf tomorrow at this location. Okay, I'm going to sign off and go to the other room.